Good morning. Amazon. Notification.
One new notification. From Amazon. From Amazon.
Okay, well, that was great. Amazon. Give us a flash briefing.
Jamie, getting your flash briefing.
Okay.
In NPR News.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Windsor Johnston. Residents in upstate New York are struggling to recover from a powerful winter storm that has paralyzed the city of Buffalo. Officials say the death toll there has risen to at least 27 and is expected to rise as search and rescue operations continue today. And as NPR's Brian Mann reports, more snow is on the way.
Than the summer.
Buffalo's airport will remain closed until tomorrow after deep snow and high winds blasted parts of western New York. Many residential streets are still blocked by snowdrifts and stuck cars. President Biden has approved federal emergency relief for the region. He issued a statement saying, "My heart is with those who lost loved ones this holiday weekend." Local and state officials are urging people to be cautious about getting out to clear driveways with snow shovels. They say there have already been reports of fatalities from heavy exertion linked to heart conditions. Snow is forecast today, with half a foot more possible in the Buffalo area and another foot in the North Country region. Brian Mann, NPR News in upstate New York.
The number of children and teens going to emergency rooms for mental health needs has been rising steadily for several years. That's according to a new study in JAMA Pediatrics. As NPR's Ritu Chatterjee reports, the coronavirus pandemic worsened the trend.
The new study looked at data on more than 200,000 children seen at 38 children's hospitals across the country from October 2015 to February 2020. Researchers found that mental health visits to ERs increased by 8% annually compared to just a 1.5% increase for all other visits. And about 13% of the patients returned within 6 months. The study also found that being on public insurance and having more than one psychiatric condition increased the chances of a second visit. More recent data show that shortly after the pandemic started, the number of kids with mental health needs going to hospital emergency departments went up even more. Ritu Chatterjee, NPR News.
The United Nations says more than 170 Rohingya refugees arrived in Indonesia on Monday are in desperate need of medical care. Men, women, and children arrived by a rickety wooden boat after leaving a refugee camp in Bangladesh nearly a month ago. UN Refugee Agency spokesman Barbara Balut tells NPR the refugees are receiving treatment.
Many of them needed medical help, and majority of these people that landed yesterday ashore in Indonesia are women and children.
The UN Refugee Agency says it's working to improve the overcrowded refugee camps in Bangladesh. You're listening to NPR News in Washington. The president of Taiwan is announcing that young men will soon have to perform a full year of required military service. Ashish Valentine reports it's a step up from the current 4 months.
President Tsai Ing-wen said 4 months wasn't enough to prepare for a potential Chinese invasion. She said changes would take effect in 2024, along with better training and increased pay. Recent polls show a majority of Taiwanese people support the move. The decision also follows a $10 billion U.S. commitment for Taiwan's military that President Biden signed into law last Friday. Yesterday, Taiwan reported the largest incursion yet of Chinese aircraft into its air defense identification zone, a total of 71 aircraft, including fighter jets and drones.
Yeah,
For
but the
NPR
rest of the
News,
story,
this is
they were
Ashish
moving it
Valentine
to some
in
other
Taipei.
place in China.
A top UN official held talks
They were
with a
just moving
Taliban government minister in Kabul today. The meeting was in
That's both
response
sides
to
of
a
the story
decision by the Taliban to ban women from working for non-governmental organizations. The move has prompted at least 4 major NGOs to suspend operations in Afghanistan. Humanitarian groups are warning that without NGO assistance, millions of Afghans will be left without food, healthcare, and other critical services. The ban was allegedly imposed because some female NGO employees in Afghanistan were not wearing the Islamic headscarf correctly. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 87 points, the Nasdaq down 95. This is NPR.
What's happening on NPR podcasts? More neighborhoods,
more identities, and more
Amazon.
perspectives.
Skip.
In weather. In Seattle, there's a high wind warning in effect Tuesday, December 27th, 1 p.m. to Wednesday, December 28th, 1 a.m. The current weather is 50 degrees Fahrenheit with rain. You can expect more of the same today, with a high of 50 degrees and a low of 41 degrees. That's all for your flash briefing.
By the way, there's a high wind advisory. You didn't throw that in? Okay, well, I got the notification on my phone from the Alexa that there's a high wind advisory from 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. I guess that's later today, later news, not this early. Alright, well, I don't know, I got Amazon, tell us a joke, let's do that quick.
What do holiday decorations do for fun? Not much. They just like hanging out.
Alright. Okay, well, China moving all them planes and stuff to a different location. Do you think that could have been, just some thoughts, could have been strategic to see if the United States would send money to Taiwan? I don't know. Something to ponder. Like they've been doing to the Ukraine. So basically, we got the president who fell for that hook, line, and sinker, if that was the plan, by the way. But he's hemorrhaging money out of our country. Just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Oh yeah, we're fine. We don't have no homeless. We don't have no problems here. Just, here, take our money. Take our money. Tax money. Tax money. Here, give us tax. We're sending it overseas. Isn't that why we came to America? To not pay taxes overseas? Now we're taking all of our tax money and giving it to Ukraine, giving it to freaking Taiwan now, giving it to everyone. Israel. Yeah. We're just taking all of our money, taxing the people, and sending it elsewhere. Taxing the people, sending it elsewhere. Taking tax from the people, sending it elsewhere. Sound familiar? Just a little food for thought. Peace out.